Wow, that was fun, said the new kid breathlessly, and he settled down. If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool, said Clark. What do you think he means, you got to stay cool? Clark is being helpful, isn't he? He's made friends with the new kid, who, by the way, is really big. He's bigger than Clark the shark. So Clark understands that it's really hard to maybe stay cool and calm because you get really excited. And the new kid, look at his tentacles. He's got a wide span. So I guess he could knock down a lot of things and do a lot of damage. And I don't think he means to, though. He just gets excited because he loves school. Look at all the schoolmates' faces. They kind of seem to be hiding. They've been through this one time because maybe that's the way Clark used to behave, but Clark is trying to help his new friend, and he says, you know what? If you want to come to school, you got to stay cool. And I think Clark means that you kind of have to be calm. It's easy to get excited, but sometimes that's not the best way. That's right, Clark, said Miss Inkydink. And thanks for taking care of our new classmate, Sid the Squid. Hooray for Clark the Shark, everyone cheered. Is Clark being a good citizen of his classroom community and being kind and helpful? Did Clark make a difference in the new kid's school day? He's smiling, seems happy. Clark is he's smiling and seems happy. The teacher was very proud of how helpful Clark was being. And the classmates also seemed to be smiling. Well, that night, Clark's mother asked, "What did you learn at school, dear?" "There's a time and place for everything," Clark said. "Sometimes you stay cool." So look, he's getting off the school bus. There's his mom to greet Clark the Shark. That must be his little brother. But sometimes a shark's gotta do what a shark's gotta do. So now, does Clark have to stay cool? No, he's at home. He can run around. He can get super excited. He said, sometimes the shark's got to do what the shark's got to do, and we just got to be happy and play. Use details from Clark the Shark to answer these questions with a partner. Well, you can do that with someone at your home, and you can always go back in the story. I encourage you to do that. It's really important. We don't always have to go off of our memory. That's what the book's for. Go back, look in the book, try to find the answers. All right, ask and answer questions. What questions did you ask yourself about Clark before, during, and after reading? Well, I think we asked a lot of questions before and during. We didn't really ask a lot after, so maybe that's some questions that you may have about Clark the Shark that once we finish reading the book that you have. Did your questions help you understand the story better? Well, I know mine sure did. It's very helpful whenever I look at the facial expressions and I look at the facial expressions of all the other characters and I look at the setting and what's going on in the setting. Number 2, why do Clark's friends stop playing with him? Oh, wow. Was that because they didn't like Clark? Was that because Clark was mean and he was not kind? I don't think so. Go back in the story and find out. I know there were specific examples. One particular pops out in my mind when they were in the cafeteria. All right, next question. How do you think that makes Clark feel when his friends stop playing with him? Well, gosh, I can make a connection to that. How do I feel when people stop playing and talking with me? Well, how do you feel when people stop playing and talking to you? Use details in the text and pictures to explain your ideas. Number 3, choose one of Clark's rhyming rules. Explain how it helps him be a good citizen. Let's see, the rhyming rules. I'd have to go back in the text. And the rhyming rules, I know particular one Clark had when he was in the classroom with his teacher. This one popped out in my mind. And let me see, in here it said that Clark wanted to bounce out of his seat. Oh my goodness. Nope, here's the rhyming rule. When teacher's talking, don't go walking. That's a rhyming rule. When teacher's talking, Clark told himself, nope, don't go walking, even though you want to. Why shouldn't you be up and walking or talking when the teacher is talking and teaching? All right, talking tip. Your ideas are important. Be sure to speak loudly and clearly as you share them. Well, that's always important when you're speaking, no matter to who you're talking to. It's always important to speak loud and clear and make eye contact with whomever it is you're talking to. Write a description. How do you know that Clark wants to do the right thing? How do you know that Clark wants to do the right thing? He is aware that his friends are, they're a little unhappy with how he behaves. So, go back in the story. How do you know that Clark wants to do the right thing? Use details and words from the pictures to help explain your ideas. Okay? First, think about the story. Then draw a scene or a picture that shows Clark trying to do the right thing. Next, we're going to write about it. I always tell my boys and girls, I think it's important to plan out what you're going to write. Draw a picture first, because pictures always help you to think about what it is you're wanting to write. So I think that's a very good start. Up here, first, plan. Think about your story. Then draw a scene of Clark trying to do the right thing. Now we're going to type some sentences and describe a time when Clark tries to do something right. Remember to find details in the story that explains your idea, using describing words to tell what Clark does or tries to do. So type some sentences that describe a time when Clark tries to do something right. He's trying his best to do it right. Oh my goodness. This is where you'll start typing at in here. You'll move your cursor and then you'll click on it and then you'll begin typing just like this. Of course, don't type what I just typed. Maybe, let's see. Type some sentences to describe when a time Clark tries to do the right thing. Well, I'm going to put Clark, tried to do the right thing when he was in class. He told himself when teacher is talking, don't go walking.